Hi, my name is Olivier from Activity Messenger, and in this video, we're going to create a camp registration form for schools. So if your school is running a camp in the summer, there might be a lot of forms to fill out, medical forms, registration forms, but there's also the whole aspect of communicating before camp, during camp, with email, SMS, and tracking attendance. So in this video, I'm going to cover all those things, but let's start with the registration form because that's what gets everything started, right? So we have a summer day camp registration here. You can add an image here. You can make it really with your logo and your brand using Canva. So we integrate directly with Canva. Then you might have a little description, and then we get into the weeks, right? So let's say take week 2 here. I need to modify this. I would go modify here, and I can change the name, the display price, the ledger code, the attendance, the location. What's the schedule like? So it's Monday to Fridays at 9 a.m. Is there a registration period? So when do registrations start and when do they end? And a bunch of other little things that we can set up, right? Then, we can add custom price, pro rata, accepting coupon codes. And at the end, this is really important for camps, you can add add-ons, right? So there might be a drop off. You might say, after school, after camp care, where they stay a bit longer. So you kind of decide the different options that you want. And in this one, we have an early drop off from 8:30 to 9 a.m. and it costs an extra $20. If we keep scrolling down, so people would select which camp they want. And what you're seeing right now is the creator on how you as a school administrator can create the form. But this is exactly the view that the parents are going to see as well when they sign up the kids. And I'll show you that a bit later. Then we have the child participant. So what information do we need about the child? If we click on edit, there's all these different fields that we can decide to show and ask for information or not. And then we can ask yes, no questions. Who's the guardian, right? Obviously the second parent. And then, medical information, right? We need to capture medical information for camp, emergency contact as well. Can they pick up the child? And then, all the list of waivers, allergies, and so forth. So there's a bunch of things you can add. You don't have to make it as long as this form, or you can add more. If you click on the plus sign here, you'll have all the different standard questions. You can add e-commerce, so you can add products, donations, invoice items, date, time, any type of content, adding more electronic signature if you need them to upload, let's say, an image of the child for camp or any kind of document. So there's a bunch of things that you can add to the form. So you really make it your own. And then parents, parents will be able to sign up their kids for a summer camp. Now, if you click on the visitor field here, this is the actual view the parent gets. So you can see it's the same form, except that they can't make modifications, and then they can pick, okay, I want to register for this. I want early drop off and go to rafting. And then they would go to next, right? And then keep filling out the information that they need to fill out to register for camp. So once we get the person's payment, once we get the person's registration, you will have a respondents tab here. I just signed up someone just before the call, just before this video. So if I click here, I can actually go see what the answers were on the form and the invoice. I can send a payment to link, cancel, refund, or make a payment. And one last thing I want to show is the attendance. So it's going to create an attendance list for the camp that you create, and you can on your phones or iPad check in people and check them out, right? And you can have them. You can add notes, so you can add notes about the child, add notes about the week at the bottom, about the whole kind of a camp, and then you'll see all the information that you need. Really at a glance, right? If ever there's an emergency, and let's say there is an emergency and I need to send a message to this parent, well, I can actually go into our communications tab and either send an email, SMS or email to parents, notifying them of what's going on at camp. So I hope this was useful. If you need more information, you can visit activitymessenger.com and book a demo. Have a nice day.